Okay. Hi guys, how you doing? This is Mr. Leonard here, and I'm making you a little video to explain how to do this mineral properties lab, because without this you're probably going to struggle through this. There's a couple things you need to be able to do. It's hard to kind of write and explain it, so I just figured it'd be quicker to show you this through video. Um, for this lab, first thing you want to do is basically define all of the vocabulary words that you have at the front page. Once you've done that via the internet or dictionary or book, whatever, then you're going to open up to the second page. And this is your, or the third page rather, this is your data table. You're going to be running each mineral. You have 14 samples in your box of minerals. You're going to run each mineral through a series of tests and then just jot down the results. So I want to go through and just show you some of the things you're going to be testing so that you'll understand how to do that. The the first category there says hardness range, hard or soft. And the way you're going to test minerals for hardness or softness is you're going to use a glass plate. Minerals run on a scale of 1 to 10, and glass is about a 5. So if we scratch each on the glass, we'll know if it's hard or soft. The mineral, when scratched on glass, if it's harder than glass, it should create a scratch on the glass. And so this is quartz, and I'm going to scratch it on the glass. And you'll see that there appears to be a line. You're going to try to rub that line off. If it doesn't come off, that means it scratched the glass. If you scratch a mineral that's softer than the glass, such as this sulfur here, it'll kind of crumble on the glass or leave a line, and it's a line that you can wipe off and you won't see a scratch. So if it leaves a scratch, it's hard, and if it doesn't, it's soft. And you'll place an H or an S in that spot there. Then you go to the next one, type of fracture. There's only two possible answers for that, and C is one of them and F is the other. C is for a cleavage break. Cleavage break means the mineral breaks cleanly on specific planes or edges, and that's because the mineral is weakly bonded on those edges and those areas. So if you see a mineral such as this, where you can see some very clean, crisp breaks, that would demonstrate a cleavage break. Other minerals that do not will just look like they break randomly or irregularly, and that would be a fracture break. Here's another example of fracture break, just kind of breaks any old way. And this would be another example of cleavage break, something that appears to be breaking in an organized way. All right, on to the next one. Specific gravity just means you're going to pick up the rock, hold it. Does it feel heavier, lighter, or about what you thought it would feel for that size rock? And you'll appropriately label it either light, medium, or heavy. Color is quite simple. It's just a visible color, so that would be yellow. This would be maybe a milky white to clear. Okay? Streak of the mineral is our next test. And for streak, I need a ceramic plate. Let me grab one here. Okay, back and have the plate. Here we go. For streak, we are going to take a mineral and you're going to drag it on a ceramic plate or a tile plate, and it's going to leave a mark if it's softer than the plate, and you'll look at the color of that mark. So for this mineral, the color was gray, silver gray. For this mineral, it is a yellow powder. So you're testing for the color of the mineral in powder form. Some of them will not streak. This quartz here does not leave a colored streak, so you would just put none. Okay? So it's either a color or it's going to be what we call none or white. Because if it's white, you can't really see it on the white tile. And if it's none, obviously you can't see it. So answers should be a color or none or white. And getting towards the end here now, luster. There's two lusters we're concerned with. It's either metallic or non-metallic. And metallic means it looks like metal. and non-metallic means it does not look like metal. Those are your only choices for that. And then lastly, you're going to try to name the mineral based on the properties that it had, and I'll give you a couple mineral property flow charts that you can use to help you do that, as well as the back of the reference table. So you just kind of look up the properties and try to figure out which minerals you have for those numbers. All right, guys, when you're done, you're going to finish by answering the wonderful questions on the back, and you're all set. As far as the other rock labs go in this chapter that I've given you, I'm not going to be giving you the rocks because that's just a lot of rocks to take home. Instead, I just wrote the names of the rocks on each lab, and you'll just use the reference tables on page 6 and 7 to fill out the data tables on those labs, and then answer the questions, of course, in the back of the lab, and you'll be done with those as well. Okay, well, good luck with those, and I will send them out today, so you should have them soon. Bye.